If they don't arrest now, I don't know what they're going to do. Welcome, everybody. We are live. Come on in. Come on in. It is absolutely fantastic to see you. If you're watching this on the replay, give me a capital TR in the comments for Team Replay. Also, let me know where you're joining me from because I really truly do love hearing from you guys. If you're here live, you can see your comments on the screen right here. We have a bombshell breaking news declassified report from the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, and a newly declassified appendix to the Durham report by Chuck Grassley, and it's over 200 pages long. I have broken it down in my notes like I always do. Come on in. Come on in. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is tantamount to a complete indictment, a complete and absolute confirmation of acts of sedition, treasonous behavior from the highest elected officials, I use that in quotes, elected officials, especially after everything that we know now, elected official and officials in government. Great to see you, Jim Barron. We got the best mods in the business. Congratulations. Laura Tilford's here. 16 months. She's an OG. I have to give her a big, huge shout out. It's great to see you. I'm so happy that you're here. We have such an amazing, you guys truly make my, you just really have made the country that much better. If you see at the very top of the screen, the purpose of this channel is to make common sense go viral. And so what I have done is I have broken down everything here for you in my trusty report. We're going to get right into it. And also, if you want a copy of these research notes, as I always do, I give away everything for free. You can find a link in the description and in the show notes, as well as in the pinned comment as well. It is so awesome to see you, and let's get right into it. So again, this thing is over 200 pages long. I have broken it down into its key points in a simple, easy to understand, strategically analytical report that I have created myself. Again, you can download this. You can get this for free if you'd like. Here's an overview. What you're about to hear is absolutely explosive. This was a document that was long hidden from public view. It contains declassified notes tied to Special Counsel John Durham's investigation into the Russia-Trump collusion probe. And what it reveals is nothing short of a deep damnation for the FBI, the CIA, and the Clinton campaign. This, ladies and gentlemen, was all declassified in the last day, 24-hour, 48 hours, which is an addendum, if you will, to what Tulsi Gabbard released about a week ago, 5-6 days ago. Tulsi Gabbard shocked the entire world. I did an entire video on it. We went live during her conference, etc., etc. This just further confirms, and I'm going to tell you what all this means, what it implicates, and let's get right into it right now. The most damning revelations: the CIA warned Obama Hillary Clinton may be behind Russia collusion narrative. If that's not insane, I don't know what is. That is absolutely huge. July 2016, the CIA sent a memo to President Obama revealing that Hillary Clinton was allegedly planning to tie Donald Trump to Russia to distract her from her email scandal. My friends, what we have here is literally House of Cards. If you've ever seen that show, which is a fantastic show. It was a fantastic show. What you have literally, House of Cards was a documentary. It was not a show of fiction. There was nothing fiction about House of Cards, the Netflix show. that revealed, by the way, who was Frank Underwood? Frank Underwood was a Democrat. As I've said once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it again. When trees breathe, oxygen is released. When Democrats breathe, a cacophony of raw, pollutant sewage enters the atmosphere. There is nothing redeeming about these individuals. There is nothing justifiably um, appropriate for any of their actions. This, ladies and gentlemen, is acts of sedition. This is treason of the highest order. This should be blasted on every single main press news network across the world. Why isn't it? It's not. Holy mackerel. I mean, I'm running out of breath here. This is so insane. This intel was so serious that CIA Director John Brennan briefed Obama, Biden, Comey, FBI, and others at the White House. The plan, according to Russian intelligence, was designed by Clinton to, quote, vilify Donald Trump, end quote, by stirring up a scandal claiming Trump was colluding with Russia. How many years, America? How many years? They tried to discredit him, defame him. They tried to smear him. They tried to attack him. They tried to imprison him. They tried to assassinate him. How many years has this swamp vermin been trying to retain power? How many years? Somebody tell me. So I put this note here, right here in my outline. Let that sink in. The CIA knew and told the White House that this might be a Clinton campaign tactic. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't share this out, if you are a patriot, never mind a patriot, never mind even an American, we have global citizens. We have people from Canada, Africa, the UK, Australia, New Zealand. Share this. Tap the thumbs up. It costs you nothing. We need the truth to get out here. It's not being covered by anybody. And let me know your thoughts in the comments, because all of these guys watch our show. All of the staff of the White House, Stephen Miller, Caroline Levitt, all of these Clinton's people, Obama's, they all watch the show. Let them know you are a freedom fighter. You believe in democracy. You believe in the values and principles embedded and engendered in our Constitution. And you believe in free, open societies. Let them know right now. Point two, the FBI knew and did nothing. The CIA forwarded this intel to FBI Director James Comey and Deputy Assistant Director Peter Strzok. Despite the warning, the FBI continued investigating Trump's campaign through crossfire. I was born in the crossfire. Sorry, I had to do that. I'm sorry, I had to do. There's nothing funny about this. I'm delirious because I'll tell you why I'm delirious. There's a small itty. Well, maybe it's not that small. We've been so disappointed about nobody. I'm not even going to say their names. I'm not going to say Patel, Bongino, and the rest. Just, I think, and by the way, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. I have been voluminously disappointed in this Department of Justice. I have been profoundly disheartened by the fact that we haven't seen not a one, especially given the fact, especially given the juxtaposition that you have Trump on the other hand, who's been working tirelessly, ceaselessly. The guy signed over 500 executive orders. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not disappointed, please tell me why in the comments down below. So, despite the warning, the FBI continued investigating Trump's campaign through Crossfire Hurricane. Oops. Okay. Can you hear me now? Sorry. Thank you. This is why it's good to have the chat. Okay. You see, they're trying to silence me. They're trying to silence me. They will not win. They will not win. I won't let them. I won't let them win. There's nothing funny about this. I shouldn't even be having. I'm having fun because I haven't gone live in a long time, and I love you guys and I miss you guys. This is a great comment. I love this by Christy. Christy says, "What shocked Bongino to his core and changed him forever?" Yeah, I mean, again, you put that dichotomy of what Trump has done, what Trump has achieved, versus okay, versus this Department of Justice. I don't know how you couldn't be disheartened. This is premeditated, y'all. Premeditated. They knew that this was collusion. This was all a hoax. This was a fabrication. They knew that Hillary Clinton was completely behind this. They still did nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, continuing. The intel community sat on this for years. The memo was classified for nearly a decade, even though it referenced a known political scheme. Durham noted that the intel was not Russian disinformation and should have prompted questions about the FBI's actions. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Why, my fellow freedom-loving Americans and global citizens? Why was it hidden from public and congressional oversight? It can only mean one thing. Trump was a major threat to them. I truly believe the reason we have more information on the couple at the Coldplay concert in less than 24 hours, we knew everything about them. It's been almost, it's been over a year since Butler, Pennsylvania. Guess how much we know about Matthew Thomas Crooks? Big, gigantic goose egg. Cero. Whole lot of nada. Hasta la pasta. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. That's how much we know about him. He was a threat. Is it any more obvious than that he was a threat? Somebody let me know in the comments. Look at all these new members. It's so great to see you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you shout outs. Thank you, Patriots Unite. I'm ready for handcuffs. It's your turn, Pam. Exactly. I love the way you said that. I love the way you said that. Absolutely. All right, continuing. We still got so much more. We got so much more. The deep state complicit, high-ranking officials in the loop. So this is the swamp. John Brennan, James Comey, Susan Rice, Joe Biden, and Barack Obama were all briefed. Yet there's no record, ladies and gentlemen, there's no record that they acted on the explosive nature of the Clinton campaign's alleged plot. If true, okay, this points to a possible election interference and political weaponization of intelligence agencies. You can see I'm trying to be careful. You can see I'm trying to be very delicate with the language choices that I make. But we all know the truth. There's no possible. There's no possible. This is a fact. F-A-C-T, fact. That's what this is. I also have a quick video that I think I want to play for you right now of a very, very nervous. This is an extremely nervous Brennan on MSNBC, who says there was, quote, absolutely no conspiracy. I want to share this with you. Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Check this out. Hold on a second. Tell me this doesn't sound like fear. Tell me this does not sound like fear right here. I mean, I can tell you right now that if this was me, I think this sounds pretty resoundingly like fear. Check this out.
the director of CIA and the director of national intelligence make referrals to the Department of Justice, I think the Department of Justice has to do something to respond to it. So putting together an internal strike force, whatever, to take a look at this information is certainly, I think, understandable. But also, I'd like to think that professionals in the Department of Justice will dismiss any of these referrals because they're baseless. They really are. So again, I stand ready to continue to talk about the assessment and what we did during that period of time. There was absolutely no conspiracy. And we continue to stand behind what it is that we have said publicly.
But do you worry at all that the Trump loyalists who are installed in those key positions would find a way to punish you regardless of what the evidence reveals?
Well, I guess they're going to do what they were going to do, Anna. I just feel as though what we did was right. It was legitimate. It was based on our authorities and responsibilities. We would have been derelict if we didn't do these things. So again, I just like to think that, again, professionals in the Department of Justice and FBI and other places are not going to carry on this, what I think is an absurd effort to try to denigrate the work of intelligence professionals as well as the former leaders.
Speaking of intelligence professionals, NBC News spoke to the former CIA officer who helped oversee that 2017 assessment on Russian interference. And she bluntly says of the current administration, quote, the director of national intelligence and the White House are lying again. We definitely had the intel to show with high probability that the specific goal of the Russians was to get Trump elected. And she added that, Putin and his friends in the Kremlin are probably, quote, toasting vodka shots as we speak at the turmoil this is creating. What are your thoughts on that? Is this all giving Putin cover, even as the president seems to be souring on him a little bit?
I think it has, but what I'm most concerned about is the impact on the professionals within the CIA, within the intelligence community. This is not something that they deserve to have to deal with. For a current CIA director and a former director basically at odds with one another, I really hope that the leadership is not going to continue along this very political, partisan path in terms of defending Donald Trump and doing what they can to deflect from his problems. So we have so many challenges on the national security front, international.
Yeah, he really hopes, he really hopes that they don't weaponize the political intelligence agencies just like they did for 12 of the last 16 years. Ever since Donald Trump, our president, announced that he was going to be running for president in 2015, ever since he walked down those stairs, what have they done the entire time? What have they done since? They have done nothing but go after him in every way imaginable. And by the way, not only have they gone after him in every way imaginable, what happened? Are we okay here? Something happened here. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. See, I'm telling you right now, they're trying to stop us. They're trying to stop us. That's what they're trying to do. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, mods. Yeah. So what I was saying before, as I was saying, they could be trying to take this video down. So share this, tap the thumbs up. I'm telling you right now, if you love America right now, please tap that thumbs up. They could be trying to take this down as we speak. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to stop. I won't stop at all. They'll have to physically take me down. Okay. Not once has President Trump said, I want to go after them. Let's go after. What has he done? He's made deal after deal after deal. He's reorchestrated America on the global stage. He's literally made record-breaking deals, U.S. American historical deals with Vietnam, the Philippines, Pakistan, the UK, the EU. We've seen the economy. Look at the stock market, our GDP. I mean, he's closed the border. He's cleaning, making America safe again. He hasn't once said, you know what, I want to focus on going after these a-holes, even though he has every right. And even though probably 99% of other people, myself included, that would have been the first thing I probably did once I got in there. Sorry about that. They're trying to take me down, guys. I'm telling you right now, they're trying to take me down. I'm not going to. So if it breaks out again, I apologize. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Mods, are we good? Yes. Take Jim Barron's call. Share. Yes. Thank you, Laura. China baby, great to see you. Okay, continuing. So the deep state was complicit. Election interference, political weaponization, and you saw Brennan right there, who was deeply, deeply nervous. Durham, remember, this was the special prosecutor who was appointed by Obama to look into the Russian collusion. Durham blasts FBI and DOJ for abandoning standards. Again, this was all released in this brand new, this is what we're looking at, this brand new appendix, this Durham newly classified appendix. It's over 200 pages long. I am breaking it down for you in my trusty research notes, as I always do, which you can get a copy of. Durham says the FBI had no verified intel when it launched the Trump-Russia probe. And what does Brennan just say in that interview? We need to stop with this partisan weaponization of intelligence agencies when they've been, the hypocrisy knows no bounds. They had no verified intel, zero. He criticizes a, quote, confirmation bias and failure to apply objectivity or even basic scrutiny to the Clinton-connected allegations. It wasn't about justice, folks. This was all about narrative control. We've known it for how long? And now it's all coming out. The wall of secrecy. Grassley forced the truth out. Is it still frozen right now? Are we good? Are they still trying to take me down? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if the sound and picture is okay. Bernie Cifolletti, it's good to see you. Bernie, it's Bernie Cifolletti. Hey, what am I, a schlemiel on wheels? How is the sound and audio? Are they still trying to take me down? I wouldn't be surprised if they are, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I'm getting goods. Okay, thank you. I'm getting goods. Thank you so much. Ozzy says, keep up the good work from Australia. We love you guys. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Good to see you guys. Okay, the wall of secrecy. I'm getting a good feedback. Grassley forced the truth out. Senator Chuck Grassley fought for the release of this annex. The redacted document was initially buried by the intelligence community, but now it's public. This is not a conspiracy theory. It's documented, declassified, and confirmed. Here is an email excerpt. Here is an email excerpt. I'm going to read it to you. It might be a little bit difficult to see, but this is from George Soros's lawyer, Leonard Bernardo, sent July 27th, 2016. Hi, HRC, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Let me zoom in a little bit here, see if I... Again, this is all in my notes. If you want to download this, you can get this whole entire outline that I have done, my due diligence, qualitative and quantitative research. You can get this for free in the pinned comment and in the description. HRC, which is Hillary Rodham Clinton, approved Julia's idea about Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections. That should distract people from her own missing email, especially if the affair goes to the Olympic level. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is absolutely huge. I mean, we need some arrests. I want handcuffs, Pam. Pam, I want handcuffs. By the way, the Department of Justice staff watch this show. Let Pam know how you feel. We want handcuffs. We want handcuffs. We want arrests. The American public deserves it. The world deserves it. I mean, we are fighting for more than just American constitutional principles and values. America is the lighthouse for the rest of the world. We are the beacon. Every country and government hopes to fulfill the promise of America's idea of free and open societies and elections. We're fighting for more than just America here. The point is making the Russian play a U.S. domestic issue. Say something like a critical infrastructure threat for the election to feel menace, since both POTUS and VPOTUS, so President of the United States and the Vice President, have acknowledged the fact IC, intelligence community, would speed up searching for evidence that is regrettably still unavailable. Oh my God. They knew, folks. I need some water. I'm losing I think they put something in my drink. I'm feeling weird right now. They're probably trying to assassinate me right now as he drinks more of the water. This is insane. You guys, you have I don't think we understand. Do we fully grasp the severity of what's happening here? Do we fully understand the totality of treason, the absolute acts of sedition that are being committed here? I don't know if we understand. This email says it all. However, there seems to be signs, GRU penetration, Russian GRU penetration. They appear hardly skilled, incompetent, bubbling idiots. And somebody called them. In absence of direct evidence, CrowdStrike and Threat Connect will supply the media. And GRU will hopefully carry on to give more facts. So HRC is Hillary Rodham Clinton. I'm losing who GRU is. Brennan, Clapper, Comey, Obama. Who's GRU? George Soros? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hillary Clinton approved the plan. Let me know if you know who GRU is. I'll find out and I'll leave a comment later. I think I had it here somewhere. Russian spy agency. Yeah, probably. Final thought on this, and then we're going to get to the whistleblower report that Tulsi Gabbard just released. Check that out. I'm losing my train of thought because this is suffocating truth. It's suffocating truth. This suffocates every last semblance of credibility that these people have. And quite frankly, probably, this is why they tried to assassinate me, and they're going to go after my favorite YouTuber, Professor Nez, quite frankly, the best guy out there, right? He's a good-looking guy. Thank you, Mr. President. I love you. This changes the whole story. If Clinton's campaign concocted the collusion scandal and the FBI knowingly ran with it, the entire Trump-Russia narrative collapses. This isn't just political theater, y'all. It's potential abuse of power at the highest level. Here's another excerpt. Julia says it will be a long-term affair to demonize Putin and Trump. Now it is good for a post-convention bounce. Later, the FBI will put more oil into the fire. Outcome is far from clear as Americans are more keen on their own woes, and Hillary is hardly good-looking as far as credibility is concerned. Anyway, things are ghastly for U.S.-Russian relations. Lenny. By the way, I mean, you can get the entire, I broke it down to all the key damning points, but you can get the entire appendix and report. It's over 200 pages long on the internet if you want. Now, here is the immediate release that Tulsi Gabbard just released. I'm going to go through what she said. Russian hoax whistleblower threatened. Just to give a little bit more verification and validity to these claims. Russian Secret Service, Chuck? Is that who GRU is? Russian Secret Service? I mean, it's scandal after scandal. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Americans, Nez Nation, global citizens, these people can never have power again. If it wasn't for channels like mine, independent, free-spirited, self-reliant American voices, we would only have the corporate media. And we all know everything we need to know about the corporate media. When trees breathe, oxygen is released. When Democrats breathe, raw, pollutant sewage of lies fill the air. So she released this this 2-page whistleblower accounting here, and she posted this. This is what Tulsi Gabbard posted about this, which sums it up beautifully. And then I break it down as well. New whistleblower reveals how they were threatened by a supervisor to go along with the Obama-directed Russian hoax, quote-unquote, intelligence assessment, the ICA, even though they knew it was not credible or accurate. The whistleblower refused. Bravery. Yesterday, we released the whistleblower's firsthand account of what happened in the crafting of the January 2017 intelligence community assessment. Their years-long efforts to expose the egregious manipulation and manufacturing of intelligence carried out at the highest levels of government, and the IC detailed in our previous releases, and how they were repeatedly ignored. Thank you to this courageous whistleblower and others who are coming forward now, putting their own well-being on the line to defend our democratic republic. Ensure the American people know the truth and hold those responsible accountable. So I broke this down. I broke down exactly what Tulsi Gabbard was referring to. Thank you, Apodaca. Phil Apodaca, I haven't seen you in a while, man. It's great to see you. GRU stands for Glavnoy Rozdovitz, which translates to Main Intelligence Directorate. It is the foreign military intelligence agency of the General Staff of Russian military. Thank you, Phil. You're the best. See, we have the best. You don't just get me. You don't just get me with all my subject matter expertise here. You get this amazing audience, this Nez Nation audience. These are people who are so intelligent, so smart, so brave warriors, American. They are the salt of the earth, my audience. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. The salt of the earth. It's the spirit of 76 is imbued in each and every one of them. I love you guys. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Love you guys so much. Obama demanded a report to shape the Russia story before the election. Oh, and by the way, Hillary Clinton, I got something on her in a second. More on her. In 2016, then Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, told IC staff that President Obama urgently requested an intelligence assessment on election security. Excuse me. The witnesses authored the first 2016 intelligence community assessment on cyber threats before the election. After Trump's win, Obama ordered a new ICA in January of 2017, the one that shaped the entire Trump-Russia narrative. You guys, how many years? How many years did they plaster this? How many people, Pelosi's, the entire Hippocratic cabal, the Soroses, Holly Weirdo, how many years did they put us through this? How many millions, billions, maybe even trillions of our taxpayer hard-earned, hard-working tax dollars did they fund for the propagation, the distribution, and the ceaseless narrative being blasted in every single media and medium in fruition? It is catastrophe. It is a catastrophic. It's so absolutely stabbed the American people in the heart. This is catastrophic betrayal. Catastrophic betrayal. Translation: Obama wanted this narrative established before leaving office. And if you missed my previous videos where I show him in the last video, literally weeks after the 2016 election, Obama and Hillary calling him an illegitimate president, Letitia Big Shame James, illegitimate president. That was the narrative. And they say we're election deniers. Absolute hypocrites. Pressure to alter intelligence and play along. Whistleblower says they were pressured to change their analytical judgments in the 2017 ICA. They objected to calling Russian actions efforts to influence the election because evidence didn't support it. There was no evidence, but they wanted him to say it anyway. There was no evidence, everybody. I am telling you right now, this is monstrous. Senior officials allegedly told the whistleblower, "We need your concurrence to sway DIA, Defense Intelligence Agency, into agreement." There wasn't one stone unturned. That's correct. That means intelligence was tailored to fit a predetermined political storyline. How about the Steele dossier? That was a factor in the 2017 Intelligent Community Assessment. In 2019, internal NIC emails admitted the Steele dossier was used as a factor in the January 2017 report. This contradicts previous claims by Obama officials that it wasn't part of the intelligence assessments. The whistleblower says they were misled for years about this fact. I think Edward Snowden deserves a pardon. Am I the only one who thinks that? Let me know in the comments. Edward Snowden called out Obama as well, and he was literally exiled and threatened, and he had massive assassination attempts on his life. If true, this confirms the entire Russia-Trump narrative was built partly on a Clinton-paid opposition document. Suspicious activity was something else. Remember they said suspicious cyber activity? Whistleblower investigated Russia-attributed IP addresses connecting to U.S. election infrastructure. Suddenly, he was ordered to, quote, drop the investigation, end quote, and was told it was, quote, something else, end quote. Of course, something else. It's something else. Don't worry about that. Later, he realized it might involve U.S. persons manipulating DNS records, possibly tied to the Durham investigation into Michael Sussman, who was charged with lying to the FBI. Remember that, y'all? The possible implication of this fabricated evidence was created to make Trump look tied to Russia. That's the bottom line. They're liars. They're hypocrites. They are despicable, treasonous traitors who committed the worst American scandal in political history. Period. This is the biggest. This makes Watergate look like a pebble in a giant pond. It makes Watergate look like nothing. Literally nothing. And look what they did to him. ICIG admits we can't pass this to the DOJ. Whistleblower tried to report all of this to the Intelligence Community Inspector General from 2019 to 2022. ICIG admitted they had no mechanism to pass whistleblower evidence to Durham or the DOJ, told the whistleblower, quote, "You'll have to contact Durham yourself," end quote. "We're not going to help you." The whistleblower did, but guess what? What a big shocker. Durham never followed up. Is anybody surprised by that? Let me know in the comments if you're really surprised by that. Why was this testimony buried for years while Durham claimed to be investigating? Because he wasn't. It was all a fraud. It was concocted. It was Hollywood. That's what it was. Order to hide intercepts of Trump's team. Whistleblower says they were told, check this out, to conceal alleged intercepts of Trump transition officials from the National Security Council. There was no, by the way, you know how they keep saying, well, Trump didn't do a peaceful transfer of power. Yeah, he did. He left. That's a peaceful transfer of power. He didn't shake his hand and show him the tour as he left because he knew the election was stolen. But this just proves that Obama, there was zero peaceful transfer. As a matter of fact, it's much worse because he looked at him and smiled in that snake oil smile. Meanwhile, he was doing all of this behind. So in many ways, it was way worse what Obama did. It was not a peaceful transfer of power. If anything, he did everything but be peaceful when he left office. If confirmed, this is massive. Spying on a president-elect and hiding it from oversight. That's not just bias, that's an abuse of national security power to sabotage an incoming president. So the whistleblower also raised concerns about retaliation and silencing. After raising concerns, the whistleblower was removed. Look at that. Removed from election-related email lists. Misrepresented in performance reviews, of course. Sounds like Fannie Cash Money G. Willis, doesn't it? Stonewalled by IC leadership and Durham's office. This looks like a coordinated effort to bury evidence. This makes Watergate look like stealing a Now and Later from 7-Eleven. That's how big this is. I mean, Watergate's a whole nother story. I won't even go there. Okay. So I also want to share this as well. My goodness, I can't wait to get your comments on all of this. Again, if you want a copy of this, these research notes, so you can look at them for yourself, by all means, you can do that. But I want to also share this too. Not only is this damning, but I want to share this video of Hillary Clinton back in 2017. Hillary Clinton not only approved the plan based on this evidence hatched by her top campaign advisor to spear Trump with fake claims of Russia collusion. This is all according to these new declassified files. Clinton went on TV for the next several years to push the narrative that she knew was fake, This is like a witch with a capital W. Watch this. This is, oh my goodness, this is absolutely, it's what it is it's just absolutely in every way, shape imaginable damning. Watch this.
I think that there is a lot to investigate, and I'm personally very grateful that somebody of the stature of Robert Mueller would be there conducting this investigation. He's a totally straight arrow guy. I mean, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. And I really believe that he will be honest and transparent and tell us whatever it is he finds. But as I say in the book, and I try to explain what bothers me, there's just too many connections to be called just coincidences. There just are. And, you know, some of it is financial entanglements, and some of it is hunting for, you know, negative information about me, and some of it is calling, you know, people and trying to hide the connections and the meetings and the calls and all of that. All of that has gone on. Now, there's a lot of smoke, and whether or not there's fire, we need to figure it out. But here is what's important. Put the investigation into Trump, his associates, and everybody else to one side. There is no denying that the Russians interfered in the election. Right. Whether or not they had willing or unwitting help from the Trump team, they interfered, and they did so to help him and hurt me, and they did so to destabilize our democracy, and they have not stopped.
What's not clear from your book is whether you think that the Trump campaign was colluding in this.
We don't know the answer to that. That is part of what is being explored. There are some serious questions, because what happened when the emails of my campaign manager, John Podesta, were stolen by the Russian intelligence services. Then they were conveyed to WikiLeaks, which is basically now a mouthpiece for Russia authoritarianism. And then they were released on the very same day that the Hollywood Access tape came out showing Trump, bragging about sexual assault. Then they were what we call weaponized, so that they were turned into phony news stories, they were turned into Facebook posts, and then they were targeted at specific voters. The question is, where did the Russians get that kind of targeting information? And, that is one of the unanswered questions that investigators in Congress and the special counsel are looking into.
The Russian government has engaged in espionage against Americans. They have hacked American websites, American accounts of private people, of institutions. Then they have given that information to WikiLeaks for the purpose of putting it on the internet. This has come from the highest levels of the Russian government, clearly from Putin himself, in an effort, as 17 of our intelligence agencies have confirmed, to influence our election. So I actually think the most important question of this evening, Chris, is finally, will Donald Trump admit and condemn that the Russians are doing this, and make it clear that he will not have the help of Putin in this election, that he rejects Russian espionage against Americans, which he actually encouraged in the past. Those are the questions we need answered. We've never had anything like this happen in any of our elections before.
I mean, if you're going to let Russia get away with what they did and are still doing, according to Christopher Wray, the current FBI director, who said that last week,
They're in our election systems. We're worried about 2020, he said. So, hey, let's have a great power contest and let's get the Chinese in on the side of somebody else. Why are, other Americans basically believing Putin? Why did Trump believe Putin more than our 11 intelligence agencies?
I don't know. Do you have a working theory?
I do have a working theory.
And why is Donald Trump so enamored of Putin? Well, part of it is he's a wannabe dictator. He has told us that repeatedly.
Lies after lies after lies after lies. She went on a almost 10-year campaign, bitter, spiteful, vengeful, in a vindicating manner. And you know who paid the ultimate cost? You, me, America, the world, for her petulance, for her inability to believe that she lost, for her inability to grasp the fact that nobody likes her, nobody voted for her, nobody wanted her. She couldn't handle it. She just couldn't handle it. She couldn't believe it. And I got to tell you this too. I've said this in previous videos. You know how I always say, I trust my gut. I do my due diligence. I do my research, but I always trust my gut, which is why I think that RFK Jr. is such a sweetheart. I feel like his soul is intact. He means what he says. He's in earnest. He genuinely, sincerely cares. I feel the exact opposite with Hillary. And I have proof. I have evidence. Well, we all have evidence now, but I've actually known people very close who have worked extremely closely with Hillary. They worked on her security detail. They worked as flight attendants when she was Secretary of State and when she was the First Lady. And they have said repeatedly, she is one of the most evil human beings they've ever come across. And now we have actual declassified documentative proof. It's all verified in the new report. Here's something that's really weird to me. She also has she hasn't deleted any of these posts on her X account. So these are still up on her X account. Computer scientists have apparently uncovered a covert server linking the Trump organization to a Russian-based bank. This is TDS at a nuclear level, folks. This was posted on October 31st, 2016. So even before the election, right? And also this one right here. It should concern every American that Russia is willing to engage in such hostile acts in order to help Donald Trump become president. That was posted October 7th, 2016. And guess what? They're still up on her page. This has been a 10-year, all-consuming rage against President Trump. And she's employed people who are supposed to stand their ground, people who are supposed to be objective. Clapper, Comey, Mr. Fake Dignity, posting seashells of offing the president, Mook, James Comey, Brennan, and all sorts of intelligence officers, including Obama himself. Nobody stood up to her and said, Hillary, you need to sit the F down and shut up. Enough is enough. You lost. We're not going to put America through this. We're not going to concoct this hoax. We're not going to perpetuate lies. The American public already has a waning trust in every single facet of governmental operations. Nobody stood up to her. The only person who stood up to her is President Trump. And now we know why there's so much vitriol directed at him. Holy mackerel. Pam, you got one job, girl. Pam, there's only one thing left to do, girl. You gotta commence. You gotta commence with the handcuffs. I want to see handcuffs. How many people want to see handcuffs? Give me handcuffs in the comments down below. I want to see handcuffs. That's what I want to see. I want to see handcuffs, Pam. We all deserve it. This is the right thing to do, Pam. It is absolutely the right thing to do. We all want to see handcuffs. Leave a comment down below. I can't wait to get your thoughts on everything that we just covered. If you love America, if you love the truth, if you want to help our mission of making common sense go viral, please tap that thumbs up. You can even do it on your TV remote if you're watching this on your TV. Check out the videos coming up on the screen right now. If you want a copy of all of our research notes where I broke down the over 200-page newly declassified annex, it's in the pinned comment. It's also in the descriptions. I want to give a huge shout out, Jewelry Nurse. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Patriots Unite. Thank you so much. China Baby, it's so good to see you. Laura, we got the best mods in the business. Thank you, JB. Thank you, Aussie Chris. Thank you, Crikey. Thank you, Black Immortan. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you guys. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the United States and all who defend her. I'll see you guys.